Hello, everyone. Hello, Zimi. Hello. I did not send any emails, and I didn't tell anyone that I'm gonna be live today. But I decided just to go live. I was working on my piece. That is also the piece gonna be online. I'm talking about the schoolofwoodcarving.com. That is another section of the project I'm working on, and I was recording it for the school, and then I decided to just right between the steps turn on live stream and just to talk to you, because I do have some questions I want to answer. I mean, in best of my ability. I'm gonna wait a few minutes and gonna greet everyone, and meantime I'm gonna just carve. Hello, David. Good to see you. Please introduce yourself. Where you watching from? Денис, привет. Очень приятно видеть тебя. Okay, so and I'll wait, like I said, a couple more minutes, and I'll start the subject. Our subject is actually really interesting. I think it's an interesting subject today. At least for me, I should say. For me, that subject is good. That subject is good. And the question I want to answer, again, it just comes from some emails I'm getting and some direct messages on Instagram and on Facebook Messenger. So that would be really good. Рустам, привет. Здравствуйте. Спасибо. Очень приятно. Diwan, good to see you. So now, guys, I'm not gonna read just the cameras, okay? Please understand. Setup I have right now, it's a set for school. The goal of this live stream is not to teach you wood carving. That would be unfair to people who signed up for membership on my school site, schoolofwoodcarving.com. Some of you, of course, who joined and who's watching, you are members. I really do appreciate you also watching that, right here live. But anyway, if you are watching me, and I know there's a different platforms, and I just stream multi-platform. If you are watching me on Twitter, if you're watching me on Facebook or Twitch, I would highly recommend you to go to my YouTube channel. Okay, so the YouTube channel would be much better because I am streaming much higher quality right there. I hope it's going to be much higher quality, the sound wise and the picture wise and so on. But anyway, I am working on this piece, and this is not just for fun. I am doing the real life project. So real life project, that is going to be just one of the sides, Venetian style. Okay, let me see who else connected right here. Hello, Sydney. Whom I did miss. But like I said, I didn't send any emails. I didn't send emails. I didn't want to. Looks like some of the emails when I'm sending, some people just ignoring anyway. And they're still gonna be able to see what I'm doing a little later. But the question today, what I want to answer, the question today is wood carving hard to learn? Okay, that is the question I wanna answer and maybe ask you. And the reason why I've got that question, like I said, I am getting emails constantly. I'm getting all the time. Bernie, good to see you. Good to see you. Good afternoon to you too. Um, just about a week ago, and by the way, besides my school site, schoolofwoodcarving.com, I do have my personal site, grabovetsky.com. Okay, and I'm getting emails from both websites. And one of the emails I got, that email was from a furniture maker. And yes, I do have multiple furniture makers on my school site. He has a project, beautiful project, by the way. I mean, he sent me some drawings, absolutely gorgeous project, and expensive project. I imagine it's expensive project. And he asked me to carve just a small section for that furniture. I cannot take his order, or I can't do anything for him, his commission, I should say. I mean, I can't carve for him for multiple reasons. Obviously, reason number one, I booked solid for a long time, and there's some people waiting, and I have to take care of those people. And the second reason, the carving, how much it's gonna cost him, how much he has to invest in that carving could be more than the whole project. And a lot of people actually don't realize how much it takes, to carve wood. And that is a really sad, not sad, but I mean, I understand. I mean, they never thought about it. But anyway, so this guy, a furniture maker, he asked me to do some small detail for his, not really small, but some detail actually pretty much on his project. Okay. And I explained to him, so I'm really booked, and he kind of got frustrated a little bit. But I said, why don't you carve yourself? And we just communicated back and forth, couple emails, maybe more than a couple. And I said, hey, I have furniture makers on my website, and the reason why they signed up, they want to take the woodworking skills to level up. Okay. And he said, is wood carving hard to learn? And that is a kind of tricky question. It all depends, because I also getting different emails and people saying, well, wood carving itself is actually easy. And that's true. I mean, the wood carving, it's nothing special about it. Okay. Wood carving, if you do have a gouge, if you do have a some kind of tool, so all you do, you pretty much just digging and digging. All right. So you just dig inside of the wood. Pretty much nothing special about wood carving itself. So it's just a digging inside of the wood. That is just the wood carving. Okay, wood carving process, I should say. But before I will really answer that question, you have to ask yourself, number one, yes, wood carving is just a poking or digging inside of wood, but but it's not wood carving, it's just a chopping. Okay, or chipping away. There's a website, chipping away, you can buy some tools right there. All right, but it's not wood carving. Wood carving has different parts. Okay, first question you have to ask yourself would be what project you are planning to do. If it's a project for the furniture, and you're gonna do a canthus leaf, if you're gonna do really unique Baroque style, if you wanna do some Rococo style, or if you wanna match period furniture, if you wanna match Chippendale, furniture, or any other, you know, famous furniture makers in the history, then wood carving is not easy to learn. It takes time. Yeah, it could be easy. It could be easy if you just planning to just whittle, okay? Just whittle some Santa Claus, okay? Just the face of an old man. Yeah, it doesn't take long. You can just get the whole project in just one sitting, in just like in a couple hours, and the whole thing is done. So the question is, really, what would you like to carve? Okay, what would you like to learn? If you want to just dig wood, if you want to just whittle, if you want to just chip away, I mean, yeah, it's gonna take you maybe about a couple hours, and you're gonna be, I mean, you call yourself master wood carver, okay? Because you took a piece of wood, you took a knife or gouge, and you already chipping away something, right? So, but is it wood carving? Is it wood carving? Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, I okay. I should apologize before those guys who's actually carving just a Santa Claus. Um, I'm from Europe. I'm Russian, and very often we look in some magazines, and you can see the Western wood carving magazines. Wood carving. It's actually pretty much Santa Claus, in just the small figurines. And we call those people just the Santa Claus carvers. I mean, nothing wrong with that. It's still wood carving, but it's not the level which you can use for furniture. Okay, so that is not the level you are trying, you want to strike. Okay, but anyway, so like I said, it all depends on the first question. All depends on the first question. And the first question is, are you really trying to do some complicated work? This, by the way, is not that complicated at all. But still, I have to be really accurate. I have to be accurate to Venus, 15th, end of 15th and beginning of 16th century. I have to study, and so on. So, if you want to carve some more complicated projects, yes, wood carving could be hard to learn, okay? So it could be hard to learn, but it's not like undoable, I mean, unreachable. But still, question number one, what you want to do? If you want to do just a small, tiny projects, it's easy. It's easy. But the second question you have to ask yourself, what type of tools you have to buy. Okay, I'll tell you a story. Just about few days ago, and it's not actually just one person, multiple people actually. Again, like I said, I'm getting emails all the time. I'm not always replying. That doesn't mean I am ignoring you. Absolutely not. But it's not the main investment of my time. That's not how I want to invest my time. Okay, but that email, uh, pretty much was talking about, this guy, he wants to get in wood carving. He wants to carve wood. But there's a problem. He said, I don't have any tools. And another person, the same idea. I mean, I don't have any tools and I don't have a lot of money. What tools should I buy? Okay. All right. And yes, obviously, there's lots of different choices of tools you can choose. You can go as expensive as you wish and get the best of the best, and it's going to last your lifetime, which is actually my advice. Get the best tools you can afford, the best of the best. But if you can't afford, there's actually multiple options, a lot cheaper. For example, I really like Shaft tools. By the way, for those people who think I am getting paid from those guys, I am not. Okay, I am not getting paid. We do have a partnership with the shaft tools people, but it's not paid. I'm not getting paid for it. I have absolutely zero money from them. Okay, but they gave discount to the members of my school on already really inexpensive tools. The whole set of 12 tools is $95 on Amazon. $95 for 12 tools. It's dirt cheap. Okay, for the tools, it's a really cheap. Plus, if you are a member of my school, you are getting 15% off. Okay, so on those shaft tools, it actually applies only to the members of my school, but it's an expensive option. Okay, yes, I mean, there's some flaws, there's some uh, you know improvements needs to be done. And I also noticed on the different shipments, uh, the steel itself behaves little differently. I probably shouldn't say that, but you know, I still gonna say it. Okay, and that's not only applies to shaft tools. I mean, you buy file tools, and it just depends on the shipment. You get sometimes the batch really good tools, and sometimes you look at the tool and it's just crooked. Okay, so just not inset properly in the handle, and it's not cheap tool. I mean, the cheapest right now file would be, I mean, Swiss made, like a $45, something like that, for one tool. Okay, one tool. All right, and we're talking about set of 12 tools, shaft 95. Again, is wood carving hard to learn? Again, question number one. So what you want to carve? Second question, what type of tools you gonna have? Okay, yes, with 12 tools you can get much more. I mean, you can get a lot more, and I've got actually a video somewhere about the shaft tools. I did the whole project without even reshaping the tools. I still did it. Okay, so what type of tools? So how hard is to buy tools? Just click buy and buy if you can afford it. Just get and spend $95. But one of the persons said, I can't even afford $95 for the tools. Then I guess you can't probably do much, because the question number three, it's about wood. Okay, what type of wood you gonna carve? I mean, lots of people making mistake when they trying to get in a hobby of wood carving. They grab 2x4 or some kind of piece of whatever they find in the backyard and start digging in the wood, and they getting really frustrated because not all wood good for wood carving. It's just plain truth. I mean, yes, you are able to carve 2x4. You are able to carve different types of wood, and I've done it multiple times, but you're gonna get frustrated because you're not gonna get nice results. Okay, you can't just grab a piece of maple and start a wood carving hobby. Yes, it's possible to carve maple, but you have to just do a different technique. So, but anyway, the best wood, by the way, for wood carving, if you want to just start wood carving, or even if you want to continue wood carving, the best wood would be professional wood. Okay, it's exactly the same wood what I'm using, and that is just a lime wood. Okay, if you live in Europe, that would be lime wood. If you live in Germany, that would be linden wood. That would be basswood in the United States, American basswood. Okay, Tilia, if you live in South America or Spain, it's still the same wood. And that's the best. I mean, it's just absolutely the best for wood carving, not just for the beginner, but for any level. And I am, hey, people, I am not working for really cheapy projects, and I'm still using the same wood. There was a great wood carver. He used to live in Germany, Tilman Riemenschneider, 15th century. He carved the same wood. Same wood. He just what I'm carving right now, just a tilia or linden or basswood. Okay, and Green Gibbons, another wood carver, He used to live in England. He's one of the most famous in the history. He still carved the same wood: Tilia, lindenwood, basswood, okay, lipa. So that would be the name I would use it when I was living in Russia, of course. So, like I said, the first question: what type of project you gonna carve? And this wood, I mean lipa or basswood, pretty much you can do for furniture, you can do architectural, you can do just for kitchen, you know, just the cutting board. You can do for anything. So that is a really good. That is a really good wood, I should say. Um, and But there's a problem. There is a problem. There is no such a thing as a cheap wood. Okay, there's no such a thing as a cheap wood, and even this wood is really expensive. So, like I said, multiple emails I'm getting. Is it? Is wood carving hard to get in as a hobby, or hard to learn? No, and yes, absolutely. No, and yes. Okay, if you get the right tools, if you get the right wood, then it is easy. Okay, just start with the tools, just to get the best tools. Okay, I do have multiple videos about my opinion about the tools and so on. Then start with the right wood, which is also not cheap. It's also expensive. All right. So if the money is the problem, that's probably not for you. You know, it's just probably just some. Block of wood in just in a woodcraft store could cost you about $60, plus the cheapest tools $95. So we're talking about already investment over $150 plus tax, of course, if you live in the United States. It's expensive. Okay, so then if the money, you know, motivational force, then it's probably not the right hobby. Just draw something on a piece of paper. So that's the cheapest. Get a pencil and piece of paper and draw. I don't put anybody down. Okay, just listen to me carefully. But you have to be real. Okay, so you have to be real. Okay, so if the money is the problem, then you know you have to probably just to think about either to save or get to something else. But if not the money, what drives you to it? If it's let's say, like I said, if you are a furniture maker like this guy, and not only him, but I've got multiple guys like this. If you are a furniture maker or custom woodworker and you want to get to it, yes, it will take little longer to learn, and it's going to be harder. So it's not easy answer. Is wood carving easy to learn? It could be hard, especially if you want to be really, really, really accurate. Okay, so it could be hard. Also, you have to consider design. That's another part. Pretty much when I'm saying wood carving, it's not just a digging wood, you know, with the gouge. You're not just a poking inside of the wood. It's the main three parts, really important. Number one, of course, design. Okay, what you have to carve. What really you intend to carve. And design, and if you want to get in depth and understand all the wisdom inside of the design, all the mathematics and so on, that would be not easy. Otherwise, you know, you can just go on Pinterest or just Google pictures, print something and just carve it. Then it's going to be easy, okay? But if you want to develop something for your own furniture, so you have to learn design. So that is a big, big chunk of wood carving as a skill. Second would be, of course, carving itself. Okay, so not only design, By the way, you still have to design based on how you're gonna carve it, what tools you have. If you have only 12 tools by, let's say shaft, so when you design, you have to think how you're gonna carve it. And third, and a really important, probably one of the most important skills you have to learn, or third part of wood carving, is a sharpening skill. Okay, because doesn't matter how expensive tools you're gonna get, they're gonna get dull. All right, and you have to learn how to sharpen, and it takes sometimes practice, just to sharpen it the right way. How many times when I'm teaching in person, some people bringing old antique tools they bought somewhere in garage sale or in antique stores, and it is beautiful to touch the history somebody carved with that tool. But when you look at the bevel, what they do with the bevel, and I can tell you, all right, this guy never was really professional because he never sharpened that correctly. All right, so three parts: design, carving, sharpening. So the final, before I'm gonna read some comments, final verdict, or judgment. Is wood carving hard to learn? It doesn't have to be hard. It could be really easy, and it could be really hard. It takes years to master it. Okay, like I said, to dig inside of the wood, it takes a couple hours, but to develop and create something beautiful like Baroque style, or even flowers like I'm working right now, so it takes sometimes years. Okay, it takes years. Let me read some comments. I know I missed a lot. All right. Yeah, I mean, I can see some of the comments saying, yeah, I mean, some of the inconsistency. But anyway, like I said before, any tools, I mean, any brand, I can find some flaws. All right. Yes, you don't pay a lot. Of course, you don't expect to be exactly the same quality. You paying $95 for 12 tools versus 45 or even $130 for just one tool. Okay, let me see. Tadas, привет, Латвии. Стас, привет, очень приятно видеть. Бабушкам привет. Запись будет, Станислав. Обязательно я оставлю. Shirley, good to see you. And you are struggling with the sharpening skills, and it takes time, people. It takes really takes time to learn. Okay. That is a good question. The question is how to carve with chisels without breaking the wood as a beginner. Okay. I carve all my life pretty much, but I still break sometimes. All right. So the answer is easy. Just be careful. That's it. And be mindful. And the chisels, gouges, and veiners, and wood carving tools, they must be super sharp. Okay. Let me see who else. Станислав, все понимаю, что по-английски сложно, live, но как есть. Okay, let me see. Okay, wonderful people. So now a little update. Okay, little update. Please go to schoolofwoodcarving.com and check in-person classes. Okay, If there's a changes, I make the changes. I know I'm gonna be in Indianapolis, in Indiana, state of Indiana, in School of Woodworking, which is the Mark Adams School of Woodworking. I also gonna be in a state of Maine. In Indianapolis, I'm gonna have 3 classes. One is gonna be in April, and it's sold out, so you're not gonna be able to get it. I mean, it's a long time already sold out. Now there's some spots in Maine. If you want to get to the class, you really have to act now. Like I said, I mean, really now. Okay, so please do that. Now, if you're new to my channel, please, I would like to ask you to subscribe. Okay, please, please, please subscribe, and also give me some like. Okay, or some love if you wish. Okay, so I really, really need I need some love. Why is that important? Not really. I mean, I don't even know who likes me, who doesn't like me. There's always a couple guys right in the beginning. They even don't watch it, but they hit, don't like it. I don't get those people, but it's okay. It is what it is. But if you like, my videos, uh, or if you just in support of my videos, it helps, a little bit. I'm getting a little older, and I need also some love. Okay, subscribe, like, and if you are on a Facebook, please share. Now follow me on a Facebook, and also on Instagram and Pinterest. That would be the same. That would be Woodcarver Grabovetsky, both um, Facebook and and Pinterest and Instagram. Okay, I'm mumbling for some reason. I don't know. Maybe still sleeping. All right, but anyway, so I'm gonna get back to my recording, to my school. And if you want to learn wood carving and this style, particularly what I'm working on right now, so that would be on a school site. Sergio, good to see you. Steve, good to see you. I missed a lot of people. Okay. Steve is asking what type of tool I'm using for the veining. I'm using the veiner. It's exactly what I'm using. Number 11. Steve is saying he tried to get to class in Mark Adams, but it was too late. Now, people, you have to understand, I am teaching in Mark Adams school for many years, okay? And last year, the class was sold like in 8 minutes of opening, when it was open for signing up. 8 minutes, it was full, okay? This year, I don't know yet the statistics, but it was already sold out. Now, if you really want to learn with me, I mean, in person, if you want to meet with me, shake my hand, and talk to me, and I can come to you, I can hold your hand, watch some videos. I've got on my channel some videos about people, what they think about when I'm teaching in person. They like it or not. But if you want to get in person, just to go to my site, schoolofwoodcarving.com, look at the menu. There's going to be in-person tab. Click on it, and there's going to be calendar. And go to State of Maine class. There's a couple spots left yet, okay? So you have to sign up, but quickly, okay? So you really have to act quickly. I mean, really important. Now, if you do have questions, please email me. If you're on my school site, I'm not going to give you my personal email, but on school site, there's a tab, Let's Talk. Ask me anything. And if you're not going to be able to get in person, and if you're not member of my schoolofwoodcarving.com, I welcome you. People like it, and hope you're going to like it. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your whatever day, night, morning, and I'll see you really, really soon. Okay, I hope I'm gonna see you soon. Okay, we'll see. Ernie, good to see you, but I am finishing up.